Hi, I'm edA-qa mort-ora-y, and today I'll be playing Lamplight City as part of my ongoing research into puzzle and adventure games as I build my own online escape games. This one's I think a couple years old. The publisher of an Grundov Games or something like that, they have a new one coming out next year, I think, Rosewater something. And today I'm just going to play this, see how it works, and I'll talk about when I'm playing it. Hopefully I've got the audio worked at this time. Every game I'm going to readjust the audio and see how it works. And I just hope it works. Just let me know if you can't hear me very well. I can always adjust it. But I have some auto ducking on the audio now. So Lamplight City, let's do no introduction. Let's just run to new game. So I have some options. Rough night. I have no idea who these characters are. So let's just go for this one.
Bill, wake up! The carriage is on fire!
Just be a dick right away.
That's only funny when I do it to you.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with edA.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us. It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
Good way to introduce why I'm here.
You sleep through the briefings?
Sure, it's really not that difficult. Snelling's monotonous drone works better than Cold Tit's emulsified soporific.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary at the Hambrook Flower Shop.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's gonna be disappointed.
Usually if I play
that his winnings
myself,
are so
I skip
meager.
over text a lot, or I read it and don't list it. But I think for the show, I'm just going to let all the text play out. Let the voice acting play out always, and just see what happens.
We've arrived. After you, Bill.
All right, so we're here. The city of New Britannia, borough of Cholmondeley. That one needs a voiceover. The one place I really need the voiceover. I need that.
Thank you. Keep the change.
All right. Wonder if he gave him much change or not. Wonder how much that cost. There's a book in the background.
Our night of excitement begins.
Here we go.
You more than anyone else should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have a feeling
Very
tonight
good.
will be the exception.
Chumley.
Until we get to the pub, that is.
Keep your mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
All right, left click to interact with the objects. The mouse is a cursor's context sensitive. That's good, so I can look at stuff. Chumley is the name of the place. Window, let's look at the
Looks
window.
like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town.
My daughter's walking in the background. She might just walk by. People can see you. If you walk by, they'll see you.
Certainly looks cozy in there.
Plants have a nice way of doing that.
All right, what else can I look at?
Glad this thing is lit. This isn't really the type of place I'd prefer to be at this time of night.
Don't worry, Miles. I've got your back. Fordham, what are you doing?
I was gonna check inside this trash can for clues.
Miles, in the 15 years we've been partners, how many times have you found something inside a trash can that wasn't garbage?
Fair point.
Okay, what else can I search in this screen? There's a blimp.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
That'd be fun.
Especially considering Prince Harold is their big celebrity passenger.
Okay, what's the sign
Reminds me,
say?
I should pick up a bouquet for edA when we're done here.
Seems like you've been spending more time with me than with her lately. I sure hope she's not the jealous type.
And there's a lot of dialogue. I'm not really listening to all of it. I guess we just go indoor. I can't get across the things, so let's just go indoors. Hey, there's stuff up here. What's the casebook? Honor among thieves. The Hambrook Flower Shop has been burglarized. Will the burglar return, or is this investigation just a formality? All right, is this where I am? That's the flower shop. Settings, save, load. Oh, I'm gonna have to manually save. Good to know. Let's put 1. Let's go inside.
Come on, Bill.
Come on, Bill. Flowers.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
All right,
think
I
I'll
might
leave
start
that to
skipping
you,
over
Bill.
some of the text because
my
this is getting a bit
allergies, hard?
because I read faster than that. All right, what do we have here? Flowers.
Plants hanging on hooks.
I'd probably bang my head against them constantly if I had them in my...
All right, what's in the center display here?
Too
They're on
many
half
left.
price.
Seems business isn't so...
Well, you know what they say. There are only 3 certain: death, taxes, and people take...
All right, so what do I have? Just lots of flowers.
This is quite the selection. Come over here and take...
Sure, if you don't mind me getting
Oh, no, not the Myers case all over again. On second thought,
All right, what's in the price list?
these
Anything
prices
here?
are pretty reasonable. The place I go in Worcester's clearly robbing me blind.
If you think those are bad, don't go near the flower
All right, what do I have here? Can I walk over here? Shelf.
Mostly a bunch of fertilizer,
growth tonics, eh?
plant growth tonics.
Of course.
I guess there's only the sign.
It says private.
Well,
All right, let's go in the door.
Staircase isn't very well lit.
I'll go first.
We should probably ask for permission.
Oh, there must be a bell here.
Be right there.
The bell didn't ring.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. I must say you caught me by... May I help you find anything? The flowers in the center display are half... Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the...
I have no need myself, but maybe Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Those peonies in the corner look...
I'm afraid we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor.
I see. I'm Cecilia.
I'm Detective Miles Fordham.
All
This is
right,
my
getting to
partner,
the point
William
finally.
Legere.
Here we go.
We
Yeah.
received a report of a burglary.
Burglary at your store.
Report. From whom? I never contacted the police before, and I didn't this time, either.
It was made
That's odd.
anonymously. But are you saying this isn't the...
Correct. But considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and I didn't think they would be interested.
Well, we're here now, and we'll do all we can to help you.
We'll have to see
All
about
right.
that.
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Handbrook, I'd like to...
Very well, Detective.
Let's see what we have. Dialogue. Okay, burglaries. What do we have
Could
for
you give me the
burglaries?
details concerning...
About 3 weeks ago on Monday,
Missing some
know
Easter
at
lilies.
first I thought nothing of it. Sometimes certain types of flowers are unavailable, or then 2 weeks ago on Wednesday it happened again.
Go on.
When I opened the shop, there were
6
6 crowns and 10 shillings on the
Somebody
counter.
bought the stuff.
That's exactly the... Last Friday, it happened yet again. I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop.
How unusual.
So it's not really theft. They're just, buying her stuff. No wonder she didn't report it.
Have you noticed any suspicious character?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a stone with... And if you've noticed my window, you'd be aware that stones get thrown around quite... If you're looking
Seems
for
very
trouble,
masculine.
you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
I meant if you'd seen anyone out of the...
Only the 2 men from the police who entered it tonight.
We're not out of
That was
ordinary. We
most-
look totally normal, these guys.
Have
All
you
right, the
found any
break-in.
evidence of a...
No, the front door is always
All
locked.
right, so
Are
somebody has
there
a
any
key.
other points?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to...
Would you allow us to have a...
Is that really
It won't
Okay.
take but a moment.
fine? I suppose...
So we can go upstairs now. Wonderful. Payments. It's always
So
around.
this burglar...
That would appear to be the... I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I...
And the other re...
Oh, I think I've already...
No, she hasn't really made herself clear, has she?
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key.
His name is Trevor Hastings.
Trevor
and He has
Hastings.
been working
Do you trust him?
implicitly. I've known him for ages. You're not suggesting...
Not at all. I would like to speak...
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing...
All right,
Good.
so he's bringing
We'll
flowers.
meet him here then.
I suppose I...
More Facebook cluster. Here we go. What does she have
Been
to
in
do?
business.
Yes, I
30
opened this
years.
shop, but the past 10 years I've...
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this...
I think that's all the information.
All right,
Okay. So what do we have? We can go upstairs now. That was the main thing we wanted to go. We want to go upstairs. She could just ask that directly. So what do we have upstairs? Got a bunch of
Interesting
stuff.
choice of decor in here.
Boxes,
Perhaps
things.
it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is right.
All right, what's the heater up
I would
to?
imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
hard to say. Definitely not recent.
Okay, so I don't know how. Do flowers have to be
Pastoral
hot?
landscape.
I've never much understood art, but it would be nice to see.
All right, the window. Can we get it open?
The window latch.
Okay, so it's definitely locked.
Interesting.
Oh, there's a gap
There's
though.
a gap between the window and the frame here. No wonder it's so drafty in this room.
Somebody could easily get in that way.
What are you thinking?
That it's time for an experiment. I'm going to need a tool, however. Something long.
Shouldn't be too hard to find something.
All right, so we're gonna go open the latch from outside. Got some clues up there. Go back this way. Something shiny here.
Seems to be the broken pot storage.
Why not just throw them away?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks.
What's the shiny bits? There was something shiny there. Looks like a coffee machine up here.
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants.
All
Seems
right.
to be empty right now, though. And judging by...
It seems Mrs. Handbrook isn't too fond of steam tech.
Oh, is this a steampunk world? I don't remember. Maybe it was. Maybe that was the deal. Let's look at the portraits.
A rather distinguished...
Reminds me of Captain Snow.
A young lady. Perhaps
I can see the.
Okay, boxes.
unmarked. But if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the
I'll keep my
unmarked.
I'll keep.
What else do I have? Got a big window.
I don't think this window would...
It's a nice view.
Okay, there's something shiny here. Do I have to wear the shiny things? What is the shiny stuff? Anything in particular? Or that's just stuff glowing in the night? Right, so I need something long and pointy. I've never talked to him before.
Bill?
Bill?
What's going on, Mom?
All right,
I've
we
heard of
already talked
honor
about-
among thieves. But have you...
Perhaps conducting normal businesses?
There could be any number of reasons. The best... You ever miss living out here, Bill?
About as much as you miss stepping in the pot.
I was distracted by that story you were... How's she doing out...
Well, she's not in the. Living here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a.
That w... Still feeling...
Right.
Yes, but
Hair of the dog?
no better man.
All right.
When's the
Oh,
last...
wait, I just asked the same
Abby's been
question.
wanting to go...
That sounds
Oh, he said
nice.
something different,
but
though.
unless
You're...
All right, here we go. Okay, Mrs. Handbrook.
What's
What do
your
you think of
impression
her?
of...
I like her. Good old-fashioned.
Your mother was never quite... Why do you suppose she's so reluctant?
It's a chum thing, Miles.
Well, I understand. Try to tell me. I want to understand.
Gap in the window...
Do you think it might be the point?
Indeed. I just need to...
I think you were born with something.
You're disgusting.
I know.
Let's get back to it.
Okay, so something long and pointy. I know I need that, but where can I get that? Probably back in the basement. Let's check what I get in the basement here. Can I get something long and pointy here? Hotspot icons will change when new interactions are available. There we go.
Aha! This hook. Mrs. Handbrook, may I borrow this hook?
Is that...
Yes. I promise.
Please do, Detective.
All right, got a hook. Up we go. Let's go to the window. Let's open the window. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Good.
And what is this?
Simple. I'm going to see if this...
All right, so he goes outside. Ask Bill to close the door.
Rather dark.
Watch your step, then. This.
I'll be... Now then, could you please close...
All right, let's open the lock. Here we go. Oh, I have to actually do it. That was easy enough. Are you running around back there?
Well, I'd say this is fairly
Not there, okay.
incontrovertible proof that the building can easily...
Where'd you learn how to do that, anyway?
You taught me.
Nah.
Positive. We were a few pints in at the Angel about...
What else have I taught you?
That would be...
All right, so we found a way to break in. No problem there. There's nothing else up here. So let's go talk to her and say we found a way to break in. So she should have new things. Did she get a new icon too? Oh, he came back. That's good.
Ah, Trevor.
Evening, Cecilia. I've got the order.
Trevor, these
order.
are detectives. They say there's been a report about the burglary.
I only did it because as much as
He
you
reported
want
it.
to, we can't.
We can discuss the matter later. In the meantime,
I'll be needing to bring in the flowers first, if that's all right.
My partner will keep an eye on your
Ah, the
All right, there's the flowers. What do I have over here?
Now, Mr. Hastings, if I could ask you a few questions.
Here we go.
Go
Back
on.
of the dialogue screen. Come on. All right, so what
Can
does
you
he
tell me
do
about the
here?
recent...
I wish Cecilia had contacted you a lot sooner. She's a damn fine. Had to take matters into my own hands. This needs taken care of, and we can't do it on our own. As much as Cecilia, anyhow.
All
All I
right.
know is no idea who how they get. In my day, if you robbed a place, you did it the right way.
Is he admitting
It's a
to
sad
robbing
state
stuff?
of affairs when even burglars don't do their jobs correctly.
Do you
Alright,
have
that's
much
weird.
experience with burglary?
Now, I never said that.
Have you noticed anyone or...
Nothing but the usual, like I said.
All right, so the
Could you walk
deliveries.
me through the...
Of course. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons,
So
I
pick
head
them up
over to
there.
gas cone around sunset.
Gas
When
cone,
they get
shipment.
they load up the crate, I
How long does that...
between moving the crate and getting it across.
Couple of
Usually
hours.
the store's closed by then. So I use my key to get in and leave the crate inside. That's all there is to it.
Do you ever leave the crate unattended?
No, sir. Never more than a minute. I may be old. Besides that, I check to make sure the crate is still sealed when I drop it off.
All right.
Thanks for
We're
your
good
time,
with
Mr.
that.
Hastings.
Appreciate.
So what do we need to do now?
If you don't mind, detective,
Of course.
So what do we do now? We have the crates. We gotta find. We just wait here. Maybe we just wait here for the guy.
learn anything?
Possibly.
Ah, you're being crypt, but if you've got a plan
All right, I got a plan. I want to wait
a minute,
around for the
Bill?
guy.
for you, Miles,
Let's do the
Right.
surveillance.
Based on what we... I can only conclude that our burglar is using the ups...
so what
Yeah, I've
do you
got that so far.
propose we do?
It's happened repeatedly over the past 3 weeks. Since it has yet to occur this week, and today is Friday, logic...
So we settle in and wait to see if the burg.
Exactly.
All right.
It's our best...
And I was really looking for.
I know. Besides, forbear...
Spoken like someone.
I'm sure...
Okay, let's go have a chat. Damn. Forgot to bring my deck of cards again.
At least it's quiet.
What?
I said... Oh, right. Your sense of humor remains on point.
Miles, have you.
What, you mean quitting the...
The Force, the city.
I'd miss it.
I was thinking I might visit Harley out west. She makes it sound like a dream in a wide open.
All right,
We should
waiting.
do it. Plus, it's much easier for you than it is for me. I've got a
There is a
family.
lot of story to it. A lot of story. Especially if you play. You should probably play it a bit slower than I am.
No, I didn't... Shh.
All right. I just want to play solve puzzles and stuff. I'm gonna admit that. Wow, that guy's huge.
Oh no!
Bill? Stop!
Good job, Bill.
Damn
Bill
it.
sucks.
He's got up the fire escape. We can corner
don't
him on
you-
the
don't-
roof.
just-
Stay close and keep me covered.
Go after him. Why wouldn't one of us go downstairs?
Bill!
Stay back, officer. I've got a knife. Ready your pistol, Fordham.
But you're too close!
I trust you, Miles. Your pistol, now! There's really no need. I respect your desire to oppose. If you let me go, I won't. Don't listen to this lunatic, Miles.
That's reason with him. Do I shoot him or take it reason? They probably both is probably an illusion of choice here. I bet it doesn't really matter, but that's reason. That's just.
Look, we've caught you red-handed. Put down the knife.
No! I'm not.
Yes, I do. If you cooperate...
I appreciate your tactics, Fordham.
Technically, we haven't caught him yet. He hasn't
Come on, all
actually
you've really
committed
done
a
is
crime
taken
yet.
some flowers. You're not a killer. Don't make things worse for yourself.
You don't know anything about me. So let me go free. Fordham, this madman clearly can't.
Do I take the shot? Do I take the shot or let him go? I don't like shooting him. That's unreasonable. He stole flowers. I can't shoot him. He's threatening a cop, though. But these guns are really shitty. This is like Victorian age. Modern guns have a hard time even making the shots, so I'm gonna have to let him go because it's too risky to
Okay,
shoot
well,
him.
look the other way just this once. Just let my partner go.
Fordham, are you.
Bill, don't! Bill!
Really? Really, Bill?
Bill! Oh,
Bill
God.
sucks. Bill really sucks.
So sorry, my friend. I am so, so
come on.
sorry.
Bill, I'm not really sorry for you. I'm sorry. All right, what do we have here? Waiting in a room.
Huh? What?
I missed something.
You see, I told you it was funnier when I.
Yes.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Alright, so they've been drinking again. Is this me or is that the new
Why do I
partner?
feel like I've had this conversation?
I'm just glad you're in the mood to converse again.
Who's this?
Seriously,
Who's talking?
you took so much of that snake oil last night.
Oh, so he is
That was
hallucinating.
the idea.
Come now.
Believe me.
I know it's not easy.
Not easy. Bill, I've been hearing your voice since you died. You don't shut up. I'd say that qualifies as a...
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? You think I enjoy... You at least still have...
Alright.
I'm losing my grip on...
Believe me, I know. It's not a pretty situation. So you can either keep living this way and ruin your life even more, or you can do as I've told you and try to...
Alright, how do I move on? Alright, let's find the burglar. Let's find the burglar.
Right. For the 1000th time,
Yes,
I still don't get how that...
I've told you several times. Although, to be... At any rate, you wouldn't have been in that situation. Once the criminal has been caught and is in custody...
Alright, just want a
decent
decent
night's
night's
sleep.
More
sleep.
than that, you'll have that elusive thing you always want. Closure.
Closure.
You do realize the trail's pretty much frozen at this point. Our...
That's
He
no excuse
disappeared.
not to keep... I
But
know
we
the
keep
cases
trying.
Upton's been giving you these past few months haven't been the most thrilling. So just keep at it. Something... Unless, of course, you want to wind up in Riverview Asylum.
Fine.
Good man. Now, I suggest you stop talking, or just maybe...
Very funny.
Alright, what do we have here?
Pretty.
Flowers.
But I'm glad I don't have a... I'm certain to... Remember, before you started taking that medicine, you were a lot more fun to...
Read
I
a
always
book?
liked that self-portrait of Adelaide's mom.
Who is Adeline? She just...
Oh, wouldn't you say it's time for a change of clothes, Miles?
So? Addie gave it to me.
New
Right.
clothes.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
So he's got lots of clothes. Go to
Don't
bed.
worry, Miles. I don't watch...
It would be nice if you didn't spend the whole...
I thought you appreciated...
I don't think there's anything in here. There's nothing to solve in here. Let's just walk out of here. Let's just go find this Adelaide lady. There she is.
Well, look who's awake.
I want to
Very
join
much so.
You were talking in your sleep.
Did I say anything?
Do you ever?
You have to admit...
How are you feeling?
A touch groggy. I think
That's what I thought. When you went for your after-lunch, I saved you some bread and
Thank you, but I haven't gotten...
You really should regulate your doses more carefully, love. I'm sure Dulce...
Great, I'm a drug addict
By
now.
the way, a message arrived via courier for you this morning. I put it...
Thank you, dear.
Yay! Packages! Newspaper! Do we need to read it? There's nothing in a newspaper, I bet. Whoa, no, nope. Let's just read. Get the package. Fordham, a big case has come in, which I think will interest you. Meet me at the Raven Cafe House for more details. Captain Upton, C. Upton.
Upton says she's got a big case for me.
Does she go into any more?
No, but then you know up, especially since she's been giving me these cases.
To be fair, they haven't exact...
True, but she's still sticking her neck out for me.
I think she just misses having...
Poor Connie.
All right.
With you quitting and me
Ah,
dying,
so it is Connie,
she
not
must
Captain.
be bored stiff at work.
Anyway, I'm supposed to
go.
meet her at the...
It's not like Constance to make...
Guess I'll head over.
Alright, let's go to the coffee house. Coffee house, here we come.
Time for me to get some things done.
I look forward to your return.
Who says that? Time for me to get some things done. Ah, so there's gonna be a map here. Typical detective thing. So we're gonna go to the coffee house, find out what we can do. I don't know who the captain is.
Rouen Coffee House. Worst Java in Lamplight City, but there's no better place to overhear. Just make sure you don't get too close to...
This is her, I guess? Yeah, the large lady here with the fuzzy sweater and...
If it isn't my
Lee?
old friend, Upton Oak.
Hello, Fordham. It's good.
How did you get them to let you in here?
It's rather simple, really. The owner and he pretends women are allowed in coffee houses, and I don't report his unsavory business practices to Chief Snelling.
Sounds like a good
There's also
deal.
a lady there,
What
though.
sort of unsavory business practices?
Oh, we haven't got. But take some advice. Don't order anything that isn't water.
Alright.
I got your message. Let's go.
It's time for you to join the big boys again, Ford.
So stop teasing me and tell...
Do you know Madame Laura Dupre?
Madame Laura Dupre.
Laura
I'd say it sounds
Dupre.
familiar.
She's one of those Gascon grand...
That's right. I'm surprised you've heard of her. I didn't think you cared about...
I don't, but Adelaide has several of them as clients. She gets paid to pretend to care about their lives, and I get to hear the sort of details.
Wonderful.
Madame Dupre died the day before yesterday.
I condole.
But halfway through the service,
All
the
right.
mourners heard a loud knocking coming from inside her coffin.
Knocking in the
She
coffin.
wasn't...
Apparently not. Nearly interred alive, although her Dupre's son Andrew was quick to suspect foul play. He accused a man named Albert Martin, and the police arrested him.
Alright.
So
So we
where
have a
do I
dead lady
come
in a coffin.
Sounds like...
I strongly suspect that Martin is innocent. especially considering the talk of him having used black magic. The police
correct.
feel they have enough evidence to convict, so you're going to look into it and see if I'm right.
All right, gotta find the right person.
As Madame Dupree.
I'm afraid not. Apparently she's been cut up.
How unfortunate.
If you'd like to question Mr. Martin, or you could take a look around his house. It's at 451 Compton.
And the Dupree home?
That's at Emmeline and Compton.
Oh god, we're gonna start doing
right
a lot of
across
stuff
from the
now.
old Angeline Com. It's also possible you might run into the police during your investigation.
Thanks for the warning.
All right, so I have places
Was
to
there anything
investigate.
you wanted to talk about?
I have
No,
nothing to
I'll
ask.
come back.
All right then.
Let's just
Well,
go
I'm not
out.
entirely sure how this is going, but I suppose freeing an.
All right, let's just go check it out. Let's get out of here. Let's go see where we can go. There was the house, the criminal's house. There's the Dupree Manor. So this is where the guy's being held, and that was where, that's his house. So let's go check out his house first, even though if we don't suspect
Compton
him.
Street. When's the last time you went?
Please, let's not add eating to the list of
All right, so what's this poster
One of
say?
Atwood's re-election posters.
Ah,
Not now,
boring.
Bill.
Spoil sport.
Let's just go to the door. Let's check it out. Oh, we can't just go inside.
I'm sorry, I have no time for visitors today.
Who's that? Albert Month.
I need to speak with you about.
Albert?
No, I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I don't think you can help. I'm sorry.
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
Good day to you, sir.
So, how else can I get in?
Considering how many eating establishments are in this neighborhood, the butcher picked a I do notice a distinct I'm glad that Coulson still uses horses. Bonbon's restaurant.
So, we can't do anything here yet.
You again.
Sorry to bother you.
Good day to
Alright, so clearly nothing I can do there yet. Let's move on. Let's move on to the Dupree Manor. Let's see what the dead woman has to say.
You are aware this is private.
Yes, I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. I'm looking into the incident.
You assume correctly, Mr. Fordham. My apologies, but
That's right, but there's still some doubt as to the man's guilt.
Alright.
I am Dr. Fellows, Madame Dupre's private physician.
Are any other members of the family?
Her son, Mr. Montgomery, is in the entrance
Okay.
hall. I had to give him a mild
Actually,
sedative
drugs
to
everywhere
settle
in
his
this
nerves,
one. Drugs,
but he
drugs,
should be all right to
sedatives,
convince.
Then if you don't mind, I'll have.
Her eyes are glazed over, and she's got. If
not
we didn't
there.
know she'd been buried alive, I'd say she was just exhibiting the typical symptom.
Not very nice.
With her vast sums of wealth, instead, this fountain probably looked nicer when it was working. But right now, it's.
I guess I go inside. Let's go talk to the drug-addled kid. Let's see what he's up to. His fancy coat, just lounging around.
Hello.
I bet
No,
Bird talks.
I'm Miles Fordham. I'm a
How did you know I was her son? Oh, of course. You must have sensed it with your
Are you feeling all
what a
right,
dick.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes, I'm but I like you, Mr. Fordham. I can already tell you're not like them. Not
Yes. Well, I'll have a look around, and I may.
I can. In fact,
If the good doctor gave him a mild sedative, I'd hate to see.
All right, let's talk to him. Let's see if he's something useful to
I
say.
have some questions.
oh,
All right.
What can you tell me about?
she came back from the dead. My mother.
Yes.
Oh, no, I already talked to the police about that. I don't want to think about it right.
All
How
right.
do you
what does he
typically
do?
spend your day?
Oh, well, nothing is exciting. Ooh, tell me, do most bad people start crying?
No,
Well, that's a real.
that's a
Right.
rather.
I like looking at.
That he does.
You know, I've all.
Thanks for your.
No,
Eat
This
the
is
bird.
ridiculous. If it takes him as long to snap out of it, it has to.
All right, let's talk to the bird.
What a beautiful parrot.
Yeah, of course we can talk to the bird. It's a parrot.
Who's a pretty bird?
Ray's a pretty bird.
Holly, want a crack?
No, thank you.
Pieces of 8?
Bye, matey.
What's pieces of 8?
So long, birdie.
So maybe we can get the bird something to eat, and he'll say something useful. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's see if we can get the bird in the kitchen. Here we go. Some bread.
Certainly no shortage of bowl. Yeah, it looks like gumbo's on the menu. Sounds Some kind of water dispensing device, maybe?
Alright, what do we have here?
It's times like these.
I'm just avoiding the lady. I just snoop around without looking.
Looks like the type of spices you'd use in a stew.
Alright, let's talk to the lady. Fine, I'll talk to the lady.
Pardon me, miss.
What?
I'm Miles Fordham.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Nobody can help me.
Do you know anything about what happened?
No, please leave me to my work.
All right.
Alright, so there's nothing in the kitchen to do. Let's just... I want chilies. Why can't I look at the chilies? I want to look at the chilies. I love chilies. Alright, so let's go upstairs. Nothing in the kitchen.
A horrible little porcelain figurine. Nice bouquet of roses.
If only.
Must be nice being able to afford keeping your oil.
Okay, really useful
The
here.
Gascon docks. The artist definitely took some liberty.
Alright, let's go in the room and play the piano.
Goodness, someone went overboard with the flowers. This brings back
Ones I'd rather forget.
What do we have at the works? Ooh, fun stuff. Tweezers.
These should be useful.
Stealing stuff, alright. Little note
It
here.
looks as though this folded piece of paper. The science of pharmacology. I hope remembering what page they were on was.
Looks like it's a letter from.
Andrew encloses the agreed upon fee. I wouldn't be able to concentrate on exams with his help. Dr. Tennyson charges an obscene amount. Thank goodness for good people like you with home pharmacies. I'll look for them. Usual spot under the Weeping Angel. Weeping Angel. Sorry to hear about your mother. So Joshua under the Weeping Angel. We gotta find him.
Dr. Tennyson's vigor.
Well, let's give him to the kid. We'll wake the kid up. Oh, it's empty.
A gentle reminder that decadent. Is this really the best at medical science? What in the ether?
Alright, anything else I can do here?
I can only wonder.
So I have an empty bottle of stuff that he sells. So he sells speed to people.
Yeah, it must be enough. Why would anyone need...
Perhaps it's to mask the odors of those.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Oh, look. It's one of those new audio cylindergraphs. I can't...
Let's play it. Not making any sound. Very, very quiet. Alright. Harpsichord. Way to find a song to play. Let's find a song to play. Let's go out here and check out the other sides. What's in the doorway?
Whoever lives in this room...
Love plants
I've
and
never
flowers.
seen so many beautiful... I've never seen...
Alright, chest. I need a key or something.
Locked.
Alright, give me a key.
They're all empty.
Not to mention...
Let's have a look through these. Aha.
A key. The room rented neighbor 76 Forest Lane. Angela locks. Is this for the room in 76 Forest
Interesting.
Lane?
This Miss Montgomery... Guess there's really only one way...
We're gonna have to go back to the chum.
Well, someone's fancy.
I always thought.
Yes, you would think that about a bed.
Let's see, can you actually use the items? How do you use items? You probably just automatically use them?
Locked.
Alright, let's go to the other room. Alright, what's in here? A mirror. Look at my fine self in the mirror.
You've got some huge bags under your...
Don't.
Alright.
That's an old uniform. This must be Madame Dupre's first husband. Kind of strange. A much younger Madame Dupre. I suppose that's a nice old...
Yeah, that's a mean joke. Nice alternative to a mirror. So you see, we have a bunch of...
Choice and consequence. Doesn't appear to be very brief if there's 2 volumes of it. I wonder if anyone outside... Doesn't... Now that one sounds interesting. One of those melodram...
Anything else
I don't
we do
even want to
here?
know what that one's about. I read that one last.
Maybe there's something I can do here? There's 2 dates on it, but...
Ooh.
Alright, desk drawer.
Let's see if there's anything in... Damn.
Don't forget the first rule of detective work. If there's nothing.
Ah, yes.
Now this is.
I'm not going to warn you again, you disgusting mulatto thug. Stay away from my daughter and my house, or I'll... Okay. So somebody's upset about somebody.
Seems Madame Dupre.
To dream, O Morpheus, caress my cheek. Bring forth soothing visions, give me strength when I am weak. Allow me some provisions. In your domain I am as a queen, controlling all I see and hear. I've traveled places I've never been, and know not the meaning of fear. Laura Dupre. The dove. The dove is pure, serene, and pale, a glowing angel in the sparkling sky. Its gentle coos unlike the wail of the cursed crow that will not die. Protect the dove from grim defeat, let it remain in gentle flight. For when the crow's allowed to eat, it covers the world in eternal night.
Well, that was...
For once in my life.
Then perhaps I should take this with me and... Nah.
Alright, what is that note?
It would appear that Madame Dupre was taking music lessons.
Her current predicament has probably put an end to that venture, though.
So we start at C. The C scale. The C scale. I guess I just play the C scale. Is that middle C? No, this is middle C, isn't it? Oh shit, I forgot we're middle C. This is middle C. Let's just start at middle C.
That's an old. This must be Madame.
Back to the piano! Can I put different shelves in the bookcase? No. Alright, back to the piano. Let's see what I can do with the piano. Let's play a scale, because we're like high quality musicians here. Here we go. Piano. Where's the middle C? Alright, maybe that wasn't middle C. Alright, so maybe I have to find some musical notes somewhere still and then play them. So some sort of reference. That may be just telling me how to play a piano. Okay.
Must be nice being.
There's nothing else. Oh, I can look in the drawers.
This is always my favorite.
Nothing inside but a...
Maybe you should steal one, just to spite Madame Dupre for not.
No, but...
You're no fun, Miles.
Oh, my hand's so sore. I'm gonna hold up a bit. There's nothing else here, so back down. Hope I didn't miss anything. Alright, so there's nothing here.
Dupre looks like she's holding on.
Nothing I can see that I can do. Let's talk to him. Does he have something useful to say now that I found his little secret lab where he sells speed
I
and
have
stuff?
some Oh. I found this bottle of...
Yes,
You seem to be... Where do you usually...
Oh, they're available by mail order.
I found a letter upstairs.
You were snooping around up...
It's part of my job.
No.
I think this mystery could be best solved with a punch.
Thanks for your time.
Like...
No.
Right, does the bird know anything? Anything more? Alright.
So long.
Alright, so there's nothing here I can see. Let's just get out and let's look around some more. Somewhere under the angel statue. Where was that? Under here. That looks like the angel statue there. Nowhere else to go. Okay.
With her vast... This fountain probably looked nicer when as an angel. This would probably be too risky a place to hide something. This fountain probably looked nicer when it was as an angel on the fountain. But it doesn't look like it. This would probably be too risky a place to hide something anyway.
Where
With
else
her
can I
vast
go?
sums of wealth, instead, she...
Where else can I go? There nowhere?
Her eyes... If we didn't...
Alright, so there's got to be some other
Doctor,
place to go.
may I ask...
Please.
May I ask exactly...
A simple tincture of
He seems a bit...
Hot?
It can have that effect, but it usually...
Is there a way to bring him...
A stimulant would have the opposite effect, but I would... It could have potential...
Oh, of course. I wasn't planning on...
It's cute how you act like you have no experience.
Yeah, I know I need a stimulant, but...
How long have you been...
5 years. I still spend a couple of days...
Oh, good.
30 years is quite a long time. You must have seen...
I have, yes. I can only... There's speculation it can be used to restore necrotic tissue. If you ask me, a good bloodletting will never go out of fashion.
Yeah.
Tell me about...
She is a great... I cannot imagine why something like this could happen to her, or us. Though this ordeal has been terrible, the power of her physical...
You think he'd say the same things if he wasn't on her page?
All right.
What were the circumstances surrounding
about her
Madame...
Her son, Andrew, sent for me a few days ago. As I was unable to detect a pulse or... I judged that Madame Dupre had it was most shocking.
I can imagine. Where was the funeral held?
St. Denis Cemetery. Madame Dupre wished to be interred in the tomb of...
Perhaps I'll go have a...
Here we go. One more place to look. Lots of places to look.
Did you examine Madame Dupre?
Of course. Physically, she appeared to be in fine health, aside from minor mentally is a different story.
Do you have any opinion?
The most likely cause I can imagine is...
Yeah, of course we
What
get
leads
that.
you to believe...
The symptoms she experienced were consistent with prior cases
so
of
he's seen this
poisoning.
before.
There have been reported cases of these practitioners. I recall reading about a man in the West Indies who was given tetrodotoxin.
Doesn't that seem a bit...
Facts are facts, Mr. Fordham.
All right, so we can look for pufferfish poison.
Those are all the questions.
I hope...
But I have nothing else to look for here. Away we go. One of the other locations. I think we're going to be hopping back and forth. Or he's going to be hopping back and forth. Where'd I go? I went there. I was there. I can go talk to the guy in the prison. I better stop with the prison.
Fordham? Is that you?
Hello, Giles.
No, I don't. I want to talk to him, not him.
What brings you around the jail? I thought you'd quit being a detective.
I'm looking to speak with Mr...
Oh, I see. I'd say what needs saying as quick as you can, though. He's headed for the gallows in the morning.
What? Already? But what about a trial?
They're going to hang this guy?
No trial necessary when there's black magic involved. This little half-breed's already sealed his fate.
Such a charming fellow, isn't he?
All right, what do we have here? Talk to this guy.
Mr. Martin?
Who are you?
No, I'm actually here to help you. The name's
Wait,
Miles
yes, for lawyers.
Fordham. I'm looking into the attack on Madame Dupre.
Oh, thank heaven.
Do you mind answering a few...
Friend, if it means saving me from the...
Interesting choice of phrase.
All right. What does he
can
know
you tell me about Madame
Dupre?
Dupre?
What's to tell? She's a twisted... Whoever attacked her deserves some sort of reward for the service they're doing the
He's
community.
not doing himself any
Wasn't you
favors. The
No.
hell?
I'm in...
I'm afraid you're not making that very easy. Do you know anything about...
No!
Then why did her son...
Probably because he's just as ignorant as...
What I meant was...
Oh, hey, this guy.
How did her son know to...
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You see, I'm involved
That's
with
the
Dupre's
guy that was
daughter,
threatened.
Juliet Montgomery. Dupre doesn't like that one bit. She...
Is that right?
Yes. She might have everyone else fooled, but I can't understand how something so heartless and cruel could have spawned some...
He's not really helping his kid.
All
Tell me
right.
about...
She's wonderful. She hasn't come to see me yet, but I'm sure Juliet wouldn't believe for a second that I would be...
How did you two get...
We met at...
Your classmates?
Hardly. Juliet studies botany. We started talking, and... Oh, she actually treated me like... But Juliet actually wanted to hear what I had to say. Had the same taste in books and art. Didn't just treat me like some... She even shared some of her notes with me after I told... From there... I
Sounds
don't
good.
expect you to understand
You
or
got together.
approve, but
Wonderful.
that's how it happened.
Oh, you'd be surprised. It doesn't sound too different to how my wife and I got together. Except I was a detective and she...
And
Yes, Mr... Anyway, back to the matter at hand.
every weekday, but I doubt she's there now. She's probably trying to find out where I am and...
Somehow I doubt that.
I wouldn't bet.
All right, what about
How did you
himself?
end up...
I was just minding my own business at
Minding
home
my own
when
business.
they made some outrageous claims about me putting some...
Curse.
Oh, Mama must be beside herself with worry.
What is your mother...
She
I was hoping you...
she provides spiritual help.
She's
No,
a spiritual...
Not quite. You know how a priest holds mass? Just my mother holds services and calls on the spirits to walk among us.
So she...
If you want to give her that title, it would be the most...
And does this religion of...
You'd probably know it as... People are so quick to judge and portray...
All right,
So
here we
you
go.
Are you making fun?
No, of course not. It's just that the police are convinced that black magic would...
That's because that idiot son of hers knew about my mother, and like all bigoted fools, but I can assure you that this is most...
Of course.
Just...
That's all for now.
Wait, would you do me a favor? Would you go...
You're at...
Yes, that's right. Could you tell her I said, St. Rock's dog is barking?
Ooh, way to
I
be
suppose I
suspicious.
could do that, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever happened to a simple I love you?
All right, so not the murderer, but suspicious. Wonderful.
I bet that's a direct line to the police department. You should make... He's watching you like a...
Nothing else to do here. Let's get out. Let's go check more stuff out. Here, where are we going to go to? We can go to... This was, who was renting the place? I forgot. The girl's there. Somebody rented. Let's just go to the graveyard first.
Ah, St. Denis Cemetery. I think I'm buried around here somewhere. Wonder how the old gravestone is doing these days.
Can we go see his gravestone? No, apparently not. All right, let's look at this.
I don't know him.
house.
Must be a recent addition to the force. Well, looks like people have left mark. You may think it's a silly superstition, but I wish you'd leave a bottle of Bollingworth at my... This just goes to show you can't take it...
All right,
only
so how
that
do we get in
police
there?
officer wasn't guarding the tomb, you could go in there and raid it to your heart's content.
So we have to get him out of the way. Oh, I can talk to him now. So these are a
Good
lot
day,
of
you
environmental
officer.
puzzles.
Good
Probably get him out of
days.
the way.
Would you mind letting... Afraid I can't. This tomb is
It's
currently
off limits.
part of a police
Yeah, like this would work. As somebody being mugged.
But it's my dearly... I'm sorry. Come back in a few days.
Alright, so we're not going to get in there. We need something to chase him away. There's no point talking to him. Anything else? Oh, we just leave then. Let's run over to the 76 Forest Lane, see what's there. Don't need a key or anything.
Egad! Is this someone's room or a jungle?
I like
Quite
this
a
room.
fascinating
I
array
love
of plants in here.
It's
Not to
wonderful
mention the
plants.
machinery on the table.
Seems like Juliet is very interested in getting extra credit.
So this is really Juliet's place. What's on the experiment desk? Whatever that does. I'm quick to press buttons. That was fun.
Etheric pressure. Oh, would you look? I have no idea.
Well, now, this...
Etheric effects, larger, more vibrant, colorful words. Brain is clearly affected, inducing trance-like state. Muscle conclusion. If animals with greater cognitive ability are approached, so maybe she used this on the people. This is what was used on the old lady, possibly. The plants grow more. Wonderful.
Just a bunch of tech.
All right, so that's. We maybe know how she got her to be dead.
They appear to be.
That makes two of it.
They appear to be.
That makes...
Yeah, not much more
Those
I
are the
can
most
see.
vibrant flowers.
Yes, they...
It's a good thing you're the one with the.
So she has some way. Obviously, it works in the flowers, so probably
I'm
it works
guessing
in the
they're
wood people too.
This plant makes. I wonder what sort of.
I'll check out the books.
That's quite the book collection.
All impeccably cataloged and organized as well, which makes the two...
That's quite...
All impeccably cataloged.
So there's two missing. Which ones? They're not going to tell us.
I wonder what's...
All right, that's all we see. We kind of know how they put the person to sleep now. Let's see what else we could do with this. I have just a school now. Go talk to her.
Huh. It's as though we've journeyed to the tropics.
I'd love to work in a
I don't know
place
how you
like
can
that.
stand to keep that
I
cover.
want all those flowers there.
Those flowers are definitely not native.
Hey, bonsai.
One of those cute little Japanese trees that are all the rage these days.
Pardon the disturbance, but are you...
I am.
Miles Fordham. I'm a private investigator looking into the events surrounding your mother.
Ah.
Have you got time to answer some...
Yes, that...
She sounds so distraught.
Do you know anything...
No, it was a complete shock. Mother seemed to be then, without warning.
She was dead.
I take it you were glad...
What a ridiculous question. Of course I was. What sort of heartless beast would celebrate...
Oh, I could name a few. Juliet definitely didn't shed any tears over Madame Du...
Miss Montgomery, you don't have to lie to me. I'm not going to assume you tried killing your mother just because...
I felt terrible about it. I just felt a sense of... It's just that Mother and I aren't...
Yeah, I get that.
Why?
We've never completely seen eye to eye on anything. When I was younger, she used to forbid me from... I saw no harm in a
speak to
kind
the
word
servants.
or
What an awful
smile.
woman
Then when
that
I
woman
declared
was.
my intentions to pursue academic studies. In her opinion, a university education was tantamount to a chastity belt.
Personally, I've always found
I assume your mother didn't approve of...
A rather forward question. I'm not sure how she managed to find out about Albert and me. As I'm sure you can understand, the situation at home has...
Alright, so lots of stuff goes.
Yes, that's right.
Did your
Mistreat? No, I wouldn't. If they ever shirked their duties or misbehaved, they were punished. Most of the servants are my friends, but I'm closest with Amelie.
So we can go back to the
Amelie's been
kitchen
around
maid
as
now.
long as I can remember.
What can you tell me? Why not start?
We met here at the greenhouse. My focus was on academics, naturally. I wasn't too... But with Albert, I noticed him stealing glances, lingering just a bit too long after bringing over a book or flask, sweeping the same... It wasn't too long before I had him bringing me... As I mentioned, Mother...
Do you believe Mr. Martin did what he
I'm not entirely sure. If the police believe he's to blame, then they must have a reason for it. Perhaps I should have ended things sooner. It was satisfying to know that Mother was displeased, but I never...
Well, it's nice to see.
Alright, what about her?
You study...
Are you an admirer?
My wife has the green thumb in the household, but I do...
Plants are amazing things. Just like people in many ways.
Is that the one at home?
They need attention and care. Ignore a plant? Plants have many things to teach.
Alright, let's get to the thing.
Do you know anything about etheric?
You surprised me, Mr. Fordham.
I've found...
To answer your question, yes, I am familiar with the theory of ethericity. Despite what the newspapers have been reporting, it's already...
Have you
No, my research has been purely theoretical.
Deceiver, dissembler, her trousers are alight. I can't understand why Juliet might not want to make her research public, though.
Alright,
Miss Montgomery, please. I know you've been conducting experiments with ethericity.
What?
I'll just
I wouldn't be very good at my... Now please, drop the act and...
Fine. I've been researching etheric effects on
got
living
her.
organisms.
She can't
So
lie
far,
to
I've
us.
managed to discover that plant growth is...
But isn't that...
You have no idea. No matter how hard I tried, my work wasn't valued on its own merit. I fought hard to get where I am. I wasn't about to lose all that.
That sounds awful.
What about your notes?
Oh, those aren't complete. I haven't tested the effect. Those experiments were mainly to satisfy my curiosity. But they've lit...
Curiosity? Seems like a...
And who was Andrew again? Anybody? Oh, that's the stupid
If
deaf
you've
guy
met
on
him,
the couch.
you pretty much know all you need to. But he's in for a rude awakening.
No more questions.
Then if...
Alright, so back and forth.
Judging from that pipe, that contraption must be used to keep the plants hydrated. I've never seen a...
Anything else we can see here? So far, we haven't had to click randomly. Alright, let's go back and talk to the maid at the house. Maybe she knows something now. There's no reason to go. We could maybe talk to the prison. Oh, so we solved that clue. That's nice. It gets rid of it. So we have that. Pre-manor. That was where... Oh, that's where he came from. That's where the suspect came from. Now I gotta talk to her about voodoo.
You again?
Now I got a message, a cryptic
You're
one.
Albert Martin.
Who are you?
Miles Fordham. He said to tell you that St. Rock's
dog is barking.
Oh, that's good. That's very... You better come in, Mr. Fordham. Stand...
Alright. Is it like a flaming...
Welcome to my home, Mr. Fordham. I
a
am
grill in her
Sabine.
room? Interesting.
I hope you understand that Albert has no... Would you care for some tea?
Well, her tune certainly...
No, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Interesting. Those pots? A rather unremarkable book. That pattern resembles a flower. It's some old man. The Virgin Mary.
Can I go back there? She's gonna get mad.
I'm afraid that room is...
Of course.
Alright, fine. I'll talk to her.
I've got a few questions.
Alright, what does she have to say? Albert Martin,
Do you
that's
think
her
your
son.
Never.
That's what the mother...
Why don't you tell me a bit?
He started working at the university. The university is quite selective.
Yes.
I always told Albert to be careful around those...
Is she...
You
He's
fell
all
in
the
love.
family.
Alright, Dupree.
I never met her in person.
Like what?
Nothing fit. But I can
She's a
tell you
bitch.
this.
Got it.
Lord Dupree.
Is that...
It most certainly...
Alright, Juliet.
I know Albert was smitten with her. No matter that, like,
He
those
said be
rich
careful
Creole
around her.
families don't care much for people like us. To them, we're just a help. But from his telling, Juliet sounded to
Okay.
be a decent soul. It's a
So Juliet's okay.
If you'll indulge me...
Saint Rock is the patron saint of dogs. As well, if he sent the message along with you, it means...
Okay.
Oh.
Perhaps you were hoping for something more?
How do you mean?
The thrill of the unknown is always more exciting than the...
True.
She didn't seem too concerned that her son is in prison for Murder.
What
He's gonna be
exactly
hanged
is it you
tomorrow.
do, Mrs.
I provide service.
A delightfully vague answer.
Yeah, voodoo.
I'm a mambo asugwe.
A what?
That means I'm what you call a voodoo queen.
Voodoo
I give you a
queen.
detailed explanation of the responsibilities and
Voodoo. Tell me about
What
voodoo.
I can tell you is that the ignorant whites in this city are afraid of us for no. Voodoo is not about black magic or dark spell. Naturally, there are misguided souls.
Yep,
Sounds
it's a
like you hit
religion. Got it. I
I
want
think I'll
tea.
take you up.
All right, you'll have to give me a few minutes to.
Oh, we can sneak around while she's getting us tea. And go in that back room. Come on, back room, back room, back room. Hurry, hurry.
Amazing. Even more voodoo stuff back.
Good question.
They obviously have some importance to her. I'd suggest asking, but...
Okay, we're gonna ask about voodoo anyways. Just religion. Let's talk to her about it. Where's my tea?
The tea should be ready in a few
Okay.
minutes, Mr. Fordham.
You're very kind, Mrs. I've got a few questions.
I'll try to answer.
Alright, tell me more about the back room.
About that.
I beg your.
I don't know about this, Miles.
Ah,
I
let's
had a
find
look
out.
behind your curtain.
Mr. Fordham, I was under the.
Why are you keeping them out of view?
I don't like people invading my privacy.
Well, without me, your son won't get out of... Are you really going to put your pride...
And now
Ooh,
you insult
now.
me?
He's being a
You
dick
really- I won't say it again.
Alright, we've been thrown out.
Really hit a
No problem.
nerve there, Fordham.
Rather suspicious, if you ask me. Perhaps her...
An interesting note. Well, I can't deny if his mother. I don't think Upton will
So we're not really being open-minded about the voodoo thing either. We're just immediately accusing her. Nothing over there was before, so let's just take off and see where we can go now. We can go talk to the maid at the house. She was the friend of her. We can't go back there. It's just gone. Alright, we just made her angry. So we're just gone. Back inside. Let's go talk to the cook. Kitchen was this way. Kitchen was this way. What time is it anyways? Oh yeah, I'm playing a escape game at like an hour. We're gonna, well, not probably streaming that.
Yeah, it looks like...
What?
Yeah, it looks like gumbo's on the menu.
Alright, let's talk to her. She's Juliet's friend.
Pardon me,
One of the
miss.
servants.
I told you I'm.
Amelie, please. I need to know...
What?
I'm a detective. It's what I do. I'm gonna be
I'm a
arrogant
detective.
Is that right? I'm sorry, but I.
Well, so much...
too. Oh, fine. We'll tell her,
Pardon me,
Juliet.
miss.
Go away.
Oh.
it's time.
So, was this the illusion of choice, or did I just screw that up? We'd find out. Clearly, they're not gonna get stuck in the game, so...
Looks like the type of...
So, was there anything else I could do here? I could talk to the brother, maybe, but he's, like, useless until I get some drugs. There's nothing upstairs to look at. Alright, so let's go search somewhere else. What else can I find? We need to find something exciting. A lot of walking, though, if I have to keep going back and forth. It's one of the things that doesn't attract me to this type of genre, is the endless walking back and forth. I played Domino House yesterday, and I really love the compactness of it. You just click back and forth really fast. Alright, let's go back to the coffee shop and see if the comfortable lady in the sweater has something more to say.
Can we talk?
Go on.
Don't suppose they're...
Unfortunately.
No, just
been
just be
and-
random stuff.
Yes, my hip. Just if you
At the end of the
forget.
game, we'll probably figure it out.
I wanted to go...
Okay.
Madame Dupre, what does she have?
Only what I've. She's been married.
She's rich, she's a bitch.
The fact that the only evidence is the word of Dupre's son. They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Alright, so nobody there, somebody
I
else.
seem to have hit a road...
Makes sense.
I've never seen him before. He's young.
Ah, yes, that would be Officer Grant.
Grant,
I
let's
don't
get rid
know
of
a lot
Grant.
about him, but he's already got the reputation for being the type of police. Typical Southern gentleman, it seems.
Alright, so we're just gonna tell him some old lady's hurt.
Madame Du...
Is he
More like incapable. I need to...
Well, you know, we...
I have a feeling it will take something a touch more... That's enough.
Okay.
Can I wrap up the case? No.
That's it.
Alright, let's talk to the lady. Can we talk to her?
She's running back and forth at lightning speed.
They're all just
Asleep.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the cemetery, get rid of the guy, tell her there's some little old lady on the street that needs our help, and make him go out of the way. Okay, off to the cemetery. Help, help, there's a lady, she needs help.
Good day to you up.
Afraid I ain't got. Please.
Good day to you.
Afraid. Please.
Oh.
Nice view. Looks like people have. You may think it's a. If only that.
Well, I can't really do anything then. I thought I would have an option to do something. You gotta find something else first. Let's go back there. I guess I can go back to the prison now.
She's busy. That's not to bother.
Okay. Back to jail then. Talk to this idiot.
Could I ask you some?
It's not.
Alright, HGP, what's the problem here?
The woman is cruel.
Yeah, we
When
get
she
that.
found out about my relationship with Juliet, so
Yeah, I get
yes,
that.
but even so, I love her daughter.
He loves her.
I beg your pardon.
Juliet and her mother didn't get along at all.
Intriguing.
Yeah, we found something more.
That's all for now.
Wait.
He's watching you like a hawk. I bet that's a direct line to the police.
We need to get him out of the way so I can call the people over.
Either crime is low, or the police.
Well, what can we do now? What do we have? Casebook, the house, the music. No nothing to do there. Nothing to do any of these places. What's in the casebook? Read it. Find a stimulant. Got that. Investigate the chest and down. We seconds. Return to Uptown and accuse Albert Martin. Accuse him? Oh, maybe we'll talk to the doctor and figure out why they don't
This
like each
quack
other.
hasn't gotten anything more. Her eyes. If we didn't know she.
Try the house again. Maybe I haven't angered the lady. I know what I have to. What can we do? What can we do? He's still useless. I try anyways.
I have some. Oh. What can you tell me?
I'm reminded of a parting is such. Let us part on good terms and.
Thanks for your time.
No.
So nothing. He's useless. Who's a pretty bird?
Who's a pretty? Holly one.
No.
Pieces of 8. So long.
Alright, try the kitchen again. We've angered the lady. Come on. There's gotta be something here.
Certainly no short. Yeah, it looks like.
It's gonna be angry.
Pardon me,
still.
miss.
Go away.
Yeah.
Judging by the amount of food.
Was there anything I missed upstairs? There's a piano. I'm assuming it's some sort of puzzle. Nothing here. Let's go to her room. This was Juliet's room, wasn't it? Still nothing in the chest.
Locked.
I've never seen so many. I've never seen Juliet really.
Yeah, she really likes flowers. We got that.
Nice little cot. Well, someone's fancy. I never liked.
I always thought they had a certain.
Yes.
Alright, we already looked through all that stuff.
There doesn't.
Nothing.
They're all. Not to mention.
Alright, so there's nothing here. Let's go check if he knows something more about the books now. If those are the two that are missing. Because she was very orderly, and there's 2 books that stood out there.
Doesn't appear. Doesn't appear. Now that one. One of those. Choice. I don't even. I read.
Nothing there.
That's an old. This must be.
There's just nothing here.
Oh, dear God, no. Oh.
Look, there's nothing there.
How much? Ooh, a thing?
It's kind of silly. Now what do I do? Pointless. Go back. What do we have to do here? Turn it
It
off.
must be a nice place. Why would?
Perhaps it's to mask the odors of the.
I don't know much about it.
Fine. It didn't miss anything at the workstation. The bottles don't line up with the picture outside. That's fine.
Decadent.
That's fine. That's hard to do. I do that in my games too.
The science of form. The science. A gentle. Decadent. Is this real? What?
See, there's 4 blue bottles, and if you go out, there's a whole bunch. Oh, there's 5 blue bottles. Not so important. No, don't do that. So I've got nothing here. Nothing here. Who haven't I talked to? Do you think there's anything at his house? There's nothing down here, I suppose. There's nowhere else to go there. We need the fountain.
Well, they're vast instead. Alright. If we did this fountain is an angel. This would probably.
Alright, so nothing here. We just keep walking around the cities of Lamplight? Talk to him. Nothing at the coffee house. Nothing at that place. The graveyard, we can't do anything. So this is the only place I have to go. What can I possibly do here?
Honey, you know, I've always wanted to.
It's good to have you. So what's this big case Upton's got you?
If only. A Gascon Grand Dame.
You mean Madame Dupre?
The very same.
Goodness. Tell me if there's anything I can do to help.
You're always a help to me, Addie. Though I assure.
I certainly.
Well, she had in the newspaper, she died. What does it say in the newspaper? Madame Laura Dupre, age 44, died on Saturday of apparent natural causes. Born Lauren Chesterton in London, 18. She and her family moved to New Britain in 1940. In 18, she married Colonel Andrew Shepherd, a royal officer, 30 years in her senior. The marriage lasted 1 year, ending with Shepherd's death during a trip to the Punitive shortly after. Dupre married Benjamin Montgomery, a doctor. They had 2 children, Juliet and Andrew. Sadly, Benjamin died of tuberculosis in 1935. Years later, Laura married Troop Dupre. Dupre was known throughout the community as a great humanitarian for her policy of exclusively employing humans rather than using automated service machines in her manner. Funeral services to be held. Continue on page 5.
Building those models.
Nothing
Hopefully it'll be a while. Adelaide's father certainly imagine being. Your book collection is always.
Hey. Tweezers. Don't have a lot. What can I do with the tweezers? What can I do with tweezers? Probably nothing, because I can't actually use them.
Addie?
Yes.
Tell me about the case. Ah, that's what we can do.
I was wondering if...
What is it?
There's an officer posted in front of Madame Dupre's family tomb.
My what?
Well, you are irresistible. Say you've gotten lost in the cemetery.
Should we really be tricking up?
There's no harm in it, and I won't...
All right.
Cool. So that's how we do that.
Excuse me, officer. I was wondering if you could help me? I seem to have gotten all turned around.
My suggestion would be to turn...
Yes, I've tried that, but perhaps you could...
Stop right there.
I beg your pardon.
Don't think I can't You're trying to lure me away from here and into some alley where your gang of Sambos is gonna rob me. Exactly how many of them have you got lying in wait for poor unsuspecting fools you bring them?
Just one. And he doesn't appreciate you talking to his wife that way.
You know, Miles, sometimes I forget how absolutely delightful it is.
Now he just committed a crime.
Miles, was that really necessary?
I'm sorry.
Let's just get him out of sight before this lands both of us in jail. I have to say, I wasn't expecting...
It'll be fine. When you're on the force as long as I will.
Well, it's been fun. I'll see you at home.
I mean, I don't like in any movies or shows when people knock people out. To hit somebody that hard that they actually pass out is basically the same amount of force required to kill them. Even if you watch like MMA, it only takes... If somebody is knocked out, it's only for like 3 or 4 seconds. They don't completely knocked out either, so... Alright, so this is where we get the drugs. So the drugs are probably hidden up here somewhere.
Full of eggs.
Perhaps she abandoned...
Always assuming...
Alright.
What a dramatic statue. Hang on.
Yes, it's the statue. Give me the drugs. Give me the speed!
Surprise, surprise! A hit...
Now we can go wake up this guy.
I suppose the whole... This must...
I don't see anything in...
What? Were you expecting it?
No, but I was hoping...
These crypts are reserved for future...
There are only 3 left.
Then let's hope the Chestertons aren't opposed to spending a turn...
Dale... Sarah Chesterton. Jane Scott... Desmond Chesterton, 17... Celine... 8... John Patrick... William Arthur... Douglas Chesterton.
These crypts...
There are only...
Then let's hope...
Alright, back to the house.
That nest is full of it.
Perhaps she abandoned.
Always assuming the...
I can't do anything here. Dev, I got some drugs for the guy to wake him up. That's what I want to do. I want to wake up the guy. Off to the house. Let's wake up the drug-addled guy. Do. Do I give him to him or is it automatic here?
I have some questions.
Oh.
I had the vigor pills for
You'll
you.
never believe what I found.
Oh?
No, it was these vigor pills.
I see you really...
Look, Andrew, I'm in... Just be quiet.
I suppose...
Alright, wake him up.
My goodness. You said you had questions, didn't you? Well, go on, ask them already.
Wow. That's...
Alright, tell me about his mother.
I can't believe anyone would be so cruel as to do what that mother is She's even good enough to hire action. Not many wealthy families do that, you know. They just use...
Okay, she's somewhat useful.
I study pharmacology at the...
Yeah,
I just hope
he's
Mother
studying
has
drugs.
recovered enough by then to understand what's... She and Jean were so proud of me when I started university.
Who's Jean?
I take it Jean is...
He is. Mother married him
My condolences. Do you...
Not terribly. Truth is, I hardly ever see him. In fact, before the funeral, I hadn't seen him at all this month.
Where is he now?
I don't know for certain.
Hunting cabin.
Yes, he often goes there. It's considering what Mother just went through. Although, to be honest, I don't know why he's not here with Mother in her time of need.
Why do people run away from their
Do you know where this
Afraid not. I don't share.
Alright, so they don't know where the cabin is. We're gonna find the cabin. What do you think of Juliet?
What can you tell me?
Juliet, smart as a despite
Fighter.
being the only woman in her class.
Impressed?
I only wish Mother was more
So he doesn't like
accepting
Mother
of
voting
Juliet
anywhere.
going to you.
Oh, but family matters are my
What does he know about
A
it?
few days ago, I arrived home. She wasn't breathing, so we were all completely shocked. I was devastated. You can imagine our surprise at the
What's your...
relationship? I don't have... Mother always made it clear that they weren't part of... We've only got 2 on staff right now, though.
Alright,
it?
He works at the greenhouse where the 2 of them were involved romantically, and Mother didn't...
What exactly made you suspect he was...
Well, I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
Mother's really
It's
good,
all out of
really good.
spite, you know. He knew...
Okay.
So, you're right.
I'm providing a service. People pay top crown for luxuries like airship tickets. Dr. Tennyson has a patent on the energy pill formula, and thus a monopoly. Students use these kinds of pills all the time, you know. Academic. I've got the
Great,
skills
blah, blah,
and
blah,
the
blah.
equipment. If I can replicate.
There's the fact that what you're doing...
Oh, you're starting to... And just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's immoral.
You're probably the most altruistic person.
The sad part is...
That's a rather...
Yes, Ray is nice when he's...
Who trained him?
I think he already knew some phrases when Mother bought...
Thanks for your time.
Alright, how do we get him to say more?
So long.
Did he actually tell us something useful? We can talk to... She's still gonna ignore us. Juliet or Albert again.
Go.
Alright, so Juliet or Albert, all we can talk to. Maybe the doctor. Doctor's not there. We'd learn nothing new about the doctor. Alright, what do we do? He's still useless. No, wait, we can talk to him again. Oh, okay,
Doctor.
what did we learn?
Please.
What did we learn new? Oh,
Tell me
yeah,
what you know about Jean.
I'd rather not speak of him. Madame,
I take it you don't look very favorable.
I'll just say this. If my wife had been attacked...
What a gentleman. He doesn't even leave women.
I see what you mean.
I only...
Those are all the questions.
I hope...
Alright, all the questions. Away we go. A lot of back and forth asking questions. There's not a lot of puzzles. It's really story driven, not a lot of back and forth. I guess we go, let's talk to her first, see if she wants to say something about her father, or stepfather, or whatever the hell he is to her.
Hello again, Miss Montgomery.
Hello, Mr.
We have John Dupre.
He's a kind man. He seemed rather upset at Mother's funeral, but I can't help but wonder if he feels...
What do you mean?
Just that I get the distinct impression that he and Mother's married.
I'm starting...
Yeah, nobody likes her, got
Yes, it's in Fenton Swamp. I went out, frankly, the place is rather grotesque. Anyway, if you take the main road through the swamp, about 1.5 miles, take that until...
Thank you for the...
Alright, we can go to the swamp.
No more...
Then if...
Off to the swamp. to the lodge. The hunting cabin. Yeah, crocodile.
Hello?
Nobody's here.
Strange of Dupre to leave the door.
He's probably
A
dead.
nasty run-in with an alligator when an absolute... Are these even native to... It seems Mr. Dupre is a bowling... Satchels, boxes, and other assorted...
What's in the cupboard?
Let's see if Jean has any...
Not very much.
Dear Jean, thank you so much for your help. To think that Mother would try and have me withdraw from my studies is just unbelievable. Don't worry. I won't tell her you made the university change their minds. One attempt to ruin life is quite enough. So she does like him.
One of the guns is missing.
There's one missing.
John must be out using it currently.
And nope.
Who the hell are you? What are you doing?
Jean Dupre?
Yes.
Miles Fordham, private...
Oh, yes. Forgive my rudeness, but you startled me.
Perfectly understandable.
This is a man whose bark is most definitely... Not a very dignified end. Some high society type.
All I could do is talk to him. Good. Talk. Walk.
Can we talk?
Just talking about all the same things.
What can you...
Does she like him?
My dear wife, the past few days have been...
Yeah, how long?
For 7 wonderful years.
Lord, does he actually expect...
Excuse me?
A fellow... Your wife is...
Yeah, we don't like her.
With all the confusion at the house with the... I just needed to get away for a bit.
There's something...
Horrible.
Do you have...
Mr. Martin? Andrew said it's because Martin and his mother... You only need to take one look at him to see his trouble.
Well, he has trouble,
It's a shame.
and he's
I'd
kind of
have
a
liked
dick,
to teach him a lesson or two, believe you.
Yeah, right.
I suppose...
Yes, I do. It's nice to be able to go out and get some...
What about...
Truth be told, I'm not at home. I've been trying to
All
make
right,
more
what else can we
time,
hear?
but
Come on,
something
come on.
usually comes up.
Yeah.
What does he like with children?
Andrew and Juliet?
Both of them. He likes them both.
Fine.
I got the distinct impression from both of them.
Well, yes, but they're both so busy with school. Not to mention my job keeps me away from...
Excuses. I get the feeling...
All right.
Do you know anything about Madame Dupre trying to get...
Ah, yes. Laura didn't approve of her daughter's desire to further her education. I didn't approve of
tried to
her
get a
trying
kick
to
out.
meddle in Juliet's affairs. I wrote them a letter myself, without Laura's knowledge, telling them...
That's very good.
Yes, well, I dislike seeing...
Yet, he seems perfectly willing to employ sir...
I'll be going.
Au revoir.
So we have nothing new there. Do we have anything new? No.
You know, I've heard it's...
What did we learn? What did we learn that is useful? Did I learn something useful? Well, she knows about it, so we can talk to him again. She knows something new. She lied to us.
Hello again, Miss Montgomery.
Hello.
Tell us about Jean.
Did your mother try to get you...
As a matter of fact, she did.
What happened?
Mother wrote the university requesting that I be... I couldn't believe it at first. I thought... More than a... I was trying to make a real life for myself. I'd been given the chance to...
But in the...
Yes. Jean stepped in and fixed... I'm afraid that was the beginning of the end of my...
Yeah, your mother was a dick. We've realized.
No more.
Bitch.
Then if you don't mind...
Fordham, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Madame Dupre has been interfering with Juliet's studies, plus the information in Juliet's notes about ethericity, putting animals into a death-like trance. It's enough to establish both means and motive.
Yeah, of course, we get that. She's a suspect. But what do we do? Do we get her arrested or what? Do we just get her arrested for the case? Why is the cemetery still there? Unusual. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, let's go talk to that guy in the prison again. Let's see what kind of dick he
Nothing
can be
else
now.
to ask him.
Oh, wow, great. I guess we wrap up the case. See what happens. Let's go to the coffee shop and let's just accuse the Juliet of being suspicious. And then we're done with this case. There must be more cases.
Can we
then.
talk?
Go on.
All right, wrap
I
up
think
the
I'm
case.
ready to wrap this.
Okay.
Juliet.
It was Juliet Montgomery.
Her daughter.
Madame Dupre disapproved of Juliet's relationship. Juliet grew to hate her.
So...
Got it.
Aside from studying botany, Juliet, she rents a room in the Chum where she can... Among her notes, she talks about the ability to use the...
Nice work, Fordham. It'll be bittersweet news for Mr. Martin. And of course, I'll dip into the department's Good Samaritan. For now, go home to your wife.
Oh, that's one case. So I guess that's all we solved. Let's see, you got arrested. Ha ha!
Juliet Montgomery?
Yes? May I help you with something?
You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Madame Laura Dupre.
What?
But she didn't attempt to murder her. She just made her go to death
Come
like
with
state.
me, Miss Montgomery. We'll need to question you at the station.
So it's kind of wrong. It's not really murder. She just made her appear murdered.
Addie, I'm home. Addie?
Addie?
She must still be out at her hair. I'm glad we're alone.
Yes, Bill, I know.
No, for once, this is about...
What's wrong with me?
Me?
You can play dumb and deflect all... I know exactly what you're thinking.
You want to talk?
Yes, have you already before I died, we were solving cases like nobody's business. But ever since you started taking that if you're serious about taking on more complex cases, you need to... It's already had a
What are you talking about? We discussed...
Yes, but if you were working at your full abilities...
I don't know.
If I stop taking it, you won't let me sleep through the night.
Well, things would...
I thought you said...
Yeah, well...
And under... Can't you just keep quiet?
Afraid not, old friend. That's...
If you keep... And
That's
if,
crazy.
God forbid,
Hello, Miles. Is there some...
Fantastic. The jig is...
Just so she's talking to myself. Just go for it.
You're not going...
No.
Just check.
Alright, what do you have?
Mrs. Lefebvre was her usual bossy and overly picky.
That's good.
So I stopped by the shop on the way home and...
You take the cards.
Shall we have a few rounds of écarté? I believe you demand...
Yes.
Well, you certainly... I only wonder how much longer you'll manage.
Alright, we're probably done that case. And I'll probably just leave it. I'll wrap it up like that. So she gives a very interesting overview of the game. So the game is very much, it's like a detective one with skirts. It's a lot of back and forth.
And it says here they still don't know what caused that explosion.
I guarantee you it was sabotage. Those Redites have been...
Is that the
very...
Why Redite?
They're named after some fellow named John. It's really a rather...
Well, what would you?
Yeah, so let's see what I can save the game just in case I go keep playing it. Oh, I can't go right there.
Something more...
Def, perhaps...
Well, I think it's about...
Don't drink the soft forum. So yeah, the graphics are really nice. Decent animations, different graphics. Talking to the guys, everything's voice acted, which is good. And I mean, but I'm sorry I don't listen to everything.
But Adelaide can handle it for now. I need to take my medicine.
You certainly have your priority.
No medicine, just go to bed.
Don't worry, Miles. I don't watch when you and Adelaide.
It would be nice if you didn't...
I thought you were...
Where can I go? I just want to go to bed. Don't take medicine, just go to sleep.
Ugh.
You could...
Bill, now is...
Miles.
Be right there.
Great, now I'm like drugged up and there's someone there.
Who was that at the door?
A late night courier.
Oh, another one. Next case starts, but let's just finish this off. Whoops.
Seems this case is rather urgent.
But didn't you just take your supper?
It won't kick in for another hour.
All right.
Good night, Ed.
Alright, so there's another case starts, but I'm just going to end it now. Like I said, it's a decent game. It's not necessarily the type of game I like so much. I mean, it's okay. Oh, it auto-saves. That's good to know. I'll just save over there. So there's a lot of dialogue logging through. You really want to enjoy the story of this. The story actually has a story. The detective case, I mean, it's okay. You can't have something too deep in this thing. It's reasonable. So it's a bit of a steampunk sort of view. And I think it's very good. So the game, let's quit this. Is called Lamplight City. Go ahead and quit to the title menu. So the game is called Lamplight City. Definitely, if you like adventure games, it seems reasonable enough. I played for an hour. You saw how that basically worked. Point-and-click adventure. You don't really use items. It's definitely detective-based. The deduction. You talk to people, you reveal clues, and you go talk to people again. There's not a lot to work out. So puzzle-wise, there's like no puzzles I saw in here. Maybe something with piano, but I do kind of like puzzle-based things, but I didn't see any in here. So it's more like talking. Definitely story-driven, and that's it. That's Lamplight City. So if you enjoy the game, check it out. They have a new game coming out next year called Rosewater, I think, and I'm assuming it's a similar style. So the graphics done, everything nice about it. Check it out, and check it out in the next stream, and have a good evening.